It's very, very important that people should acquire those basic life-saving skills because it can be of benefit to you or your loved ones or your friends and even to strangers. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, we don't have this rapid response rescuing team. Like if you go to developed countries, just if there is anything, just a press of button or just a call, 911, then they'll be able to meet up with what we call golden hour. But in Nigeria here, most people don't meet up with golden hour. Golden hour is the first hour after an incident has happened or injury. So the person or the victim must access definite treatment within the first 60 minutes. Like if somebody just slumps now, most people will just be shouting, praying, and the most funny thing is that there will be a kind of competition. Some people will say, okay, let's go to Babalawo, let's go to Pastor. So, but if you have those life-saving skills, you can save the day, and that will make you to become a hero. Just imagine in workplaces or something like schools, somebody can just decide to kind of swim, and the person will just drown there. So if nobody goes in there to help the person, what happens? The person will just go, and if somebody that doesn't acquire those skills decide to dive in, we have to 2 or 3 bodies. So it's very important that you just do everything humanly possible, acquire them, like that of CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, whereby the heart fails or maybe the person is not breathing very well. What you just need to do is to start a manual pumping of the heart, making the heart to manually pump blood and giving the person what we call the breath of life to make sure oxygen circulation still continues in the system. There are different kinds of first aid that will be required. Like if you're talking about somebody slumping now, it's a first aid that you need to administer to the person by practicing what we call CPR or making use of automatic external defibrillator. Or when somebody is choking, you will need to perform what we call Heimlich maneuver to be able to remove that substance or something that is blocking the airway for the person to be able to start breathing normally again. If somebody is injured, then let's say it's a sprain. Somebody hits his head somewhere, the person will definitely require something like a cold compress because there is a sprain. So you need to require cold compress. That cold compress will help to reduce the inflammation. And you now need to kind of apply something like a bandage to make sure that there is no space for those fluid that will cause the swelling to accumulate. So if you are packing your first aid box, if you are into sports, there are kinds of first aid that will be required. If you're into an area that somebody can have a severe cut, or there could be a scorpion sting or snake bite, there are things that should be there, like a tourniquet. Like a tourniquet, if there is no tourniquet available, you can make use of stockings or make use of tie, and make sure you tie the proximal portion of where the injury takes place so that you will stop the bleeding. But if it is scorpion sting or snake bite, you tie the proximal portion and apply something like an ice around the area and take the person to the hospital so that it won't get to the heart. So that's the essence of applying tourniquet. So first aid is very, very important in every home. When building a house, if you are looking for a house, you must look for fire exits. Very important. So there are some fireproof blankets that people can keep in the house. So once there is fire, if you wear it, you can pass through fire and nothing will happen to you. So you require that skill to know how to escape. If everybody can have that in the house, that can seriously help.